Good evening. Drivers face yet more misery on our motorway network after it was announced major roadworks are to take place on the M5 in the Black Country. Described as essential maintenance, they're being carried out on the Oldbury viaduct between junctions 1 and 2 of the motorway. It's estimated to cost in excess of £100 million and it's likely to take at least 2 years to complete. The project will start next spring. It's expected to involve lane closures and delays. Here's our transport correspondent, Peter Plisner.
Free-flowing traffic today on the Oldbury viaduct, but what will it be like when the roadworks start next year? It's work that has to be done, but drivers aren't looking forward to it.
Stop, start on the motorway, and obviously it's got to be done.
There's too many of them for too long. I mean, it's just miles and miles and miles of it.
It's an absolute chaos, really. It does make life an awful lot difficult. You have to try and think of the long-term benefits that you're going to gain from it.
These elevated sections of the Midlands motorway network are a bit like the Forth Bridge in Scotland, in need of constant maintenance. When you're finished at one end, you have to go back to the beginning and start all over again. Recently, work was going on the M6. Soon it'll be this viaduct on the M5. Highways England says work on the viaduct is routine but necessary, and although details are still being finalised, the BBC understands that it could take up to 2 years to complete.
Well, we're doing a lot of work. We're doing traffic modelling, we are talking to the local authority, we're talking to local businesses, and we're looking at various options, various traffic management options. We've been quite creative in what we're coming up with.
Constructing more than 6 million square feet of viaduct decking created a major problem in the use of resources.
Elevated sections of the M5 were built in the 1970s, probably not the designer's choice these days for carrying such a large volume of traffic. Waterproofing work was last carried out more than 30 years ago. It means yet more noise for those living close to the viaduct. These houses are just yards away, and for this local haulage firm a logistical nightmare while the roadworks continue.
It's already every night without any roadworks on there. The congestion in the tailbacks are 2 or 3 miles every night. So if you're going to add roadworks to that as well, then I just hate to think what it's going to be like.
Some road resurfacing could begin on the viaduct as early as next month. Highways England says it's designing next year's work so it causes as little disruption as possible. Not doing the work, it says, could be far more disruptive.
And Peter joins us now, overlooking current roadworks on the M5 in Worcestershire. Now, Peter, these roadworks have been causing delays for quite some time, and there doesn't seem to be an end in sight.
Well, the original signs said it would be finished in the autumn, i.e. about now, but I think contractors have discovered a lot more work than they expected, and current signs say that it'll be the spring of next year. So I think what this is part of the government's smart motorway programme, where the hard shoulder is being transferred into a running lane. It's controversial, but it has worked in many parts of the Midlands and around the country in relieving congestion. But I think what drivers on the M5 want is an end to these works after many months of misery.
OK, so going back to this latest news about roadworks on the Oldbury viaduct, when is that likely to start? And how will Highways England actually prevent gridlock?
Well, I understand that it's due to begin in April, although Highways England are at pains to point out that they haven't yet decided the scale of this scheme. I think what they're looking at is how they alleviate the worst effects of congestion.
Peter, thank you.